Today, darling, we're talking about the legendary XTINA, okay? But first, as always, a word. What is your energy drink of choice? You know, I've been through many energy drinks. Right now, if you can see it, this is my new one, Alani. I went through all the ones, Monster, Red Bull. Some of you don't even drink energy drinks or drink coffee. I do them both. That's why I swap them out. The best one that works with me is C4, but for some reason I couldn't find it, so I tried Alani, and this is a good one for me too. It works in my body chemistry, honey. I bought two of them today with the tips I got from my job. Well, anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. Hello, welcome back to It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. I'm Worklina, always hustling, working around the clock, multiple hustles. And of course, this is the series about popular artists and popular music and even indie artists and music from today, yesterday, and beyond. Now, today, of course, we are talking about our girl on this expose, Miss Christina Aguilera, okay, aka XTINA. Okay, now listen. If for those of you who are returning, you see my exposés. These are not real exposés. They're really my observation and of me sitting back and as a fan and the person that is obsessed with artists, because number one, I'm an artist myself, and I have been since I was, I don't know, basically popped up the womb with a microphone. You know, this has been my whole world, basically. You know, so okay, we want to have a good conversation. So grab the popcorn, grab the Twizzlers, grab something, honey. Pull up a chair, a couch, get comfortable, because this is It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl, the expose. Stay tuned.
Think twice. Forget your haters, just get your paper. 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 Forget your.
Hello, welcome back to It's That Girl or It's Not That Girl. The I'm Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, not the content creator, not the YouTuber, and not the influencer. As I say in all my videos, those are great platforms and tools to build the business, the reputation, the brand, the name, but most importantly, the community. And hopefully you'll join this community today, okay? By hitting that like button, sharing with people you know that like artist commentary, Christina Aguilera, okay? Reaction reviews, and of course subscribe to become a part of this community, and of course notification bell for more videos. Now folks, I did say that I was an artist myself, right? Entertainer, musician. So the small number of people at the time of this recording who've been watching me faithfully know what I'm about to do. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a little snippet a cappella rapping of one of my songs I recorded some years ago called Rising, and then I'm going to let you hear a snippet of my song called Turn Up, Let the Music Heal You, and its actual finished product, just a segment of that, okay? Because we don't want to take away from what we're really here to talk about, okay? So anyway, here we go. Going up in audition room. Heartbeat fast, so it's my turn soon. Judges speaking, they all say no. Back to the drawing board we go. I would sing every night and day. Fire burning, driving me insane. Determination rides on my success. It is no way I will ever rest. It was even harder cause I'm gay. There was the price they would have to pay. When never there to camouflage. Being able to fake messed up mirage. Now I'm doing here on my own. Ready to reclaim my golden throne. Boys come around and they say what's up. You don't want to load to the wanna. Anyway, ain't got no time to get no rest. Saying I'm proving I'm the best. Be working hard just to fill them seats. Go do a show every day, every week. I gotta pat myself on the back. I be saying how I do it like that. Y'all gotta stay after them dreams. When you hear John, just think of the queen. All right, so this is, to me, I don't care what anybody has to say. To me, this is an award-winning song for so many reasons. Here we go. This is a treat for your ears.
I know you're out there looking for a stress reliever.
You're looking for a stress reliever out there.
Drugs, the alcohol,
Here we go.
But let me tell you what you need to do. Here we go. Blood pressure, you worked all day like the messenger. Work so hard that the bills are high. All you do is cry me a freaking try. Punch that clock every freaking day. Still on your money, you got to pay. Fuck that shit, man, you need relief. But you got is free for the fucking cheap. Some take care of the freaking kids. Munching your plate for your freaking lid. Stress too much, always in a rush. And even brushing, you're feeling flush. What is it that you're gonna do? Gonna have some relief in you. Time to get out when the music plays every freaking day. All I gotta say is jump, turn that music loud. I wanna see your hands in the crowd. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. Lose your mind to the beat. Shake it up, keep moving your feet. You gotta get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up, get it turned up. And get the stress.
And that is all I will be giving you, okay? Now listen, are you listening? I know you are. Pay attention. Stop multitasking over there. I see you, Brandon. I see you, Jane. I see you, Ashley, Jared, Jose, Javier, Oscar. I see you. Pay attention right here. Okay, now, if you want to hear, anyway, if you want to hear that song in its entirety, then comment in the comment section. You ready? Let me hear that song. And I most certainly will, absolutely for free. Okay? Now, let's get back into our regularly scheduled program. All right, and now back to our girl, Miss Christina Aguilera. Okay? Now, listen, for those of you who are new, me and Christina and Brittany and Justin and NSYNC and Beyonce, we're around the same age, believe it or not, okay? We are the millennials, right? We are the millennials. So I truly have grown up with these artists getting on. And Christina Aguilera being from my, basically my hometown, where I was born and raised, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay, over there in Wexford. She's been, Wexford, downtown, when she recorded her very, very first album before getting signed to the label that would make history, for her, with Ron Fair, okay? Yes, Queen knows her sheesh, okay? She knows it. Now, honey, get you one of these. I'm Lonnie. Not sponsored because I'm too small to be sponsored. Ain't nobody looking my way. I'm insignificant over here. Except to me. Okay? Anyway. So, Christina basically is from my hometown of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Okay? Did I ever meet Christina? No. Didn't even know that she existed until she became famous, okay? We never crossed paths. Well, if we did, I didn't know it was her. She was just a random person. You know what I'm saying? That you passed by. But anyway, I was about, she premiered in she was on the Mickey Mouse Club, but I didn't really watch the Mickey Mouse Club. But every time I came on, for some reason, I just was never interested. Just like with Britney. And at the time of 1999, I was 14 years old, okay? And then she came on with Genie in a Bottle. And I remember just being just stunned. I just liked the way the song itself, like, you know what I'm saying? The music video was cool. I was like, who's this girl, you know? And that's when I started watching many of the behind the musics of all these artists, including her and Britney and Justin and all of them, so. But I was sold from the first single, right? And then she drops the second single, What a Girl Wants. And I just had to have the album. I just had to have the album, okay? Where's my fan at? Excuse me. I just had to have the album, okay? And so I begged my mother, because for those of you who are not millennials watching this, for millennials, you already know, because you were experiencing the same things I was, okay? Now, for those of you who are not old enough, or you're closer to the Generation Z and the Generation Z, if you're closer to the Generation Z generation, because you're at the tail end of millennial, like somebody like Ava Max, then you only got to catch a piece before everything started to change over. So anyway, Generation A, if you're watching, hey, yes, I'll give you all the tea. So anyway, lost a train of thought. God darn it. God darn. Oh yes. So anyway, I had to, when CDs were a thing at that time, I had to beg my mother, because I wasn't working at 15. I didn't start working until like, I had 2 internships. Excuse me. One at an insurance company called CHRISTINA. Ooh, honey. Okay, anyway. And the other at, what was the other place? At the Carnegie Mellon University College, whatever, as a person that did the ticketing, put them in bags, and I used to fall asleep at that job. But anyway, because I didn't know how to handle my energy in my body like I do now. Now I'm completely a queen, honey. Okay, and I slayed, honey. I cooked today. Zero sugar, by the way, in that zero sugar, they say. Anyway. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, so I didn't start working until I was officially start working and making money. So I was 19 working at Ben & Jerry's. So before then, my mother had to buy the albums for me. And before that, when I was really little, it was tapes. It was cassette tapes. Now the CDs and cassette tapes are coming back around, and vinyls as more of something to be sold to super fans, you know, a novelty. But back then, they were all the rage. So, and CDs were like the main thing by the time I was a teenager of how music was received and listened to. and CD players and CD Walkmans, you know, which I always had on me with my earphones on. But yeah, so with that being said, Christina Aguilera, I had the first album. Got the first album. She bought me the first album, and I was hooked. I loved every single song, so it was constantly on repeat. And of course, I was watching every interview, everything she had to say on everything. Like, I was hooked, right? And then I watched her drop the first single to the next album, and I was totally blown because I didn't expect for her to. I had was seeing the behind the scenes music of her not liking the first single from her first album, and you know, she wanted to do this and whatnot. But when she dropped that first single for Dirty, I was in. And at this time, I was, how old was I? This is 2002. I was, goddamn, 17. Okay? And a lot of girls were not doing this raunchy, out there kind of stuff at that time, right? They had sex appeal, but they weren't doing that. This girl came and she took it all the way. People were upset, honey. People were upset. Alani. Okay? Alani knew. Anyway. And baby, let me tell you, I was getting my whole life. Is the right way? No, sorry. I was getting my whole life. And then she dropped the second single, which was so different, so unexpected, beautiful. And I was in love with it. Now, this single really represented what the actual album would sound like, you know. Dirty was really too strategic for the reason of getting attention. But it was who Christina Aguilera was, you know. So Christina Aguilera was and still is today the bad girl, right? She goes against the grain, and you know, and she has artistic vision, you know, that the industry may not really truly have cared for. I mean, since the beginning of her career, she's been trying to get her way. And so Ron Fair just told her, basically, trust me, like, this do this first, because nobody knows you yet. And then if it does really well, you can do what you want. And she agreed, and it sold well, and she did what she wanted on that second record and all the rest of them. Because after that, I just knew by this point I had to have it. So my mother again buy me this album. Fell in love with the whole album. Just great, just gorgeous. Great work on that. But at this point, I'm a huge fan, and will be sitting up in my room, putting it on, looking at the lyrics, everything, watching every interview, going to auditions, and singing the songs in my room, trying to do it as good as she did, which I didn't. Okay, which I wasn't. And then fast forward to Back to Basics, which she dropped the first single And I was just like, I'm in love with this woman because she switches the game again. She reinvents herself again to where it's like, yes, she has this vintage, I don't know if this is like the 20s that we're in, you know, she takes it back vintage. And she has all this soul and funk type of records and sound. And I just loved everything about her. I went to her and Justin's tour, Justify, or whatever the tour was with her and Justin. I went to her tour in 2003, which she came to at the time, the Mellon Arena. And I had a good time. She was great. Now, at this time, I was already working because I was 21. I was working at, I think either it was Walmart by this time. I was working, and so I bought the record because it was right there. And I had it in my CD player playing again and again. And the thing with me is that I'll end up playing stuff out so much that I'll scratch up the CD. That was the problem with CDs and stuff. Like you either scratch a CD up or the tape film would get messed up and just start coming out, and you had to try to fix it. That was so annoying. Like, I'm so glad that we have our phones today, these days, and it's so easy. I wouldn't go back to the other stuff for the world. Unless I was just collecting it like a super fan like they do today. But other than that, the convenience of these phones, these supercomputers, I'll take that shit for granted. Now, fast forward to, I'm already just sold. Anything Christina Aguilera puts out, anything she does, I'm going to be right there to listen and support. Okay. Fast forward, she comes out with Bionic and dropped the first single in 2010 with Not Myself Tonight. And I was all over it because I had already was into Lady Gaga by the time she dropped that fourth album. And I was feeling, I had already been to the rave scene, you know, underground, and had experienced that and loved those electric sounds. And so when she came out with Bionic and Not Myself Tonight, I was excited to see what this album was actually going to be before the album dropped, right? And so she drops the album. Now, I wish she had more singles with this album, because after Bionic, it got like silent on the singles part of it. All I had to go off of for a while was Not Myself Tonight, but I was already hooked. So I got the album and I was loving it. Loving the album. The only critique for this is that Christina should have made the whole album nothing but the electronics. Oh yes. They try to pan her. They've been trying to pan Christina ever since she came out with Stripped. They made her the bad girl, and not the way she wanted. She was a rebel that went against the grain. But they try to make her, the media try to make her the bad girl that just can't be tamed or listen the way they wanted a woman to listen. And Christina Aguilera Miss XTINA just was not having that. Sorry, she wasn't having that. And I loved every minute of it. And every time somebody would say something out the side of their mouth about Christina, I would come to her defense. Okay? That is so good. And it really works. Alani Honey. Or, I'm sorry, Alani New. Anyway, Miss Aguilera. They tried to bash her for Bionic. They tried to say like, she's trying to be like Lady Gaga and all this other bullcrap. First of all, Christina Aguilera has been doing things in her videos like this since Stripped. So if you want to say anybody is like somebody, you should be saying that Lady Gaga is like Christina Aguilera. Not the other way around, but the media will twist things up. And like I said, Gaga's my girl. Excuse me. But I never saw them both. I never saw them both as like each other at all, first of all. To me, they were still in totally different lanes just because the electronic sound was just coming on the scene, and I don't know. People just be making stuff up, just like the Christina and Britney conspiracy comparisons. The media, when they used to have the kind of power they used to have back then before social media, just be creating crap. It'd be creating crap for artists. And none of it be true. Tabloids, magazines, headlines, blogs, crap, just pure slop on these poor artists who are just truly trying to do their art, you know, in the crazy machine that is the music business. You know, it's already hard for them to execute their own vision if the industry or label they're on decides that it's not profitable or marketable enough. So you need to do this, you know. The people like Gaga and Christina had to fight and claw. People like Pink, these are the rebel girls that were like, it's our way or the highway. Okay. And eventually the labels gave in because they knew that they had true talent, but they knew that, okay, we'll let you go ahead and fall on your face. That's what they thought. But these ladies did not fall on their face. They sold, and they sold even better than whatever you were trying to package them as in the first place. Because people do like authenticity, but they like it when it's in a package that they can digest. Now, I thought the album was great overall for Bionic. Then this is where Christina Aguilera unfortunately starts to get the cold shoulder from the general public after Bionic and them siding with the media and starting to say that she tried to be like Lady Gaga or whatever bull crap. Oh, this is crap. She's not really singing in here. You know, what is this electronic stuff she's doing just because she artistically wanted to play with the sound, and it wasn't all about the voice, you know, that she has, and she wanted to change it up and do this thing, you know, whatever, but she couldn't win, you know. You know what I'm saying? So they tried to pan her, but you know, Christina Aguilera doesn't go down easy. And so she pauses, she comes back 2 years later with another album, Lotus, I believe. Yes, I loved it, but the public was still giving her the cold shoulder on it, you know, except for her core fans, you know. But they considered it a commercial failure. But I love, personally, artistically, I still loved it. Right? And then, like I said, I want to follow everything Christina does. And there's not really one album she's put out that I haven't liked, okay? I love me some Christina Aguilera. I love that voice. The voice on this girl is everything. Oh, I don't care if she's over singing. I don't care, because she has the voice to get away with murder. She has a voice to get away with murder, honey. And us singers, us people in the vocal community, you know what I'm saying? Us aspiring singers, us singers, we love that kind of we do. We love it. Anyway. Sorry. Anyway, so she also then she's on The Voice. She does her thing on there, and you know that's great. I don't really watch The Voice like that. I don't really watch The Voice like that. I watched a couple episodes or two, but I don't know. I'm just over the whole American Idol type show. Yeah. She comes back with another album called Liberation. And when she dropped that first single, I thought it was so innovative. I said, Aguilera, you've done it again, girl. You've done it again. And the girl just did it. She was on the camera without the makeup on. I said she didn't even have any plastic surgery yet. And the girl was looking good. I said, go ahead, Miss XTINA. Go ahead. And I'm still waiting for her to drop another release. I am. I'm waiting for her to drop another album. Forget if it's commercially successful. Forget the fact that she may not be as successful and quote unquote fell off just because the GP doesn't want to pay attention to her like they used to compared to Britney Spears. Forget that. This is artists like her. A lot of times they're going to get shunned. Artists who go against the grain, who have something to say, you know, not afraid to speak out, are going to get the cold shoulder, right? Are going to be shunned at a certain point. Artists that play the game like Britney and stayed in line, of course, most of the time, they're going to flourish. You know, whether their art was great or not. And Britney Spears' art certainly was great. One of a kind. It's a shame though what she ended up happening to Britney. But Christina Aguilera seems to be doing just fine. Even though she didn't have the career that Britney Spears had. But who's more mentally stable right now, right? Who's doing good, right? Who's really doing good right now, right? So with that being said, as tragic as that is, Christina Aguilera, she's out here doing her thing. Yeah, she got a little plastic surgery, but she didn't get nothing crazy. She still looks like Christina Aguilera, right? She got a little feature here or there touched up. But she still looks like our girl that we always knew. Since Genie in a Bottle, honey. Since Mickey Mouse Club. Well, I'm still waiting for the album, Christina. So please, Make sure you drop a new one. I know she dropped the 25th anniversary this year. Was it this year? Last year. Of the first album, Genie in the Bottle. No, is that what the first album? No, the first album self-titled Christina Aguilera. Although it's funny because the album wasn't really Christina Aguilera. I like the representation of how she wanted to express herself, you know, all the way, except for a song called Obvious that she fell in love with, which is at the end of the record. But yeah, but I want her to release another album because she is an artist that you need to sit and study and take from in the best way, and just with a voice like that and what she has contributed artistically to the music scene is truly unmatched for miles, right? And that's why I wait at bated breath for her to drop a project. Absolutely. Well, I would love to talk to y'all ear off more about Miss Christina Aguilera, but y'all don't have all the time in the world, and neither do I. So this is Peyton 3.0, the artist, the musician, the entertainer, also known as Workalina, not the YouTuber, not the content creator, and not the influencer, okay? If you love what you heard today, please go ahead. Won't you hit that like button? Share people that you know that like Christina Aguilera, like music artist commentary, reactions, and reviews. Also, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button to become a part of this community and remember the KK bell for more videos. Why would you not? Okay? You know I'm your best friend with a teacup and a crown, honey. Okay? Anyway, I'll be saying the most random things. But I'll catch you on the next one. Yes. I got a recent video here somewhere, and also the playlist for season 4. Okay, I'll see you next time. Let's have a discussion about Miss Christina and what you love about Christina in the comment section. What you love about Christina in the comment section. Bye-bye.
Think twice, forget your haters, just get your paper. 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 Forget your